It is a special January 1 Happy New Year edition of PFTPM. We didn't have PFT Live today. We'll have it on Tuesday. Wanted to have a chance to have a little conversation, although it's more of a monologue than a dialogue. I will be answering your questions, though, coming up later in this broadcast. Wanted to get the new year off to a good start. Just got back from Connecticut. Great day to travel. Let me tell you, low traffic on the way to the airport. Not that many people in the airport. Plane was fairly full, but very smooth day. January 1, a good day to travel. Not a great night to be away from home, but we did what we had to do last night as we wrapped up week number 17. Couple of thoughts coming out of week number 17. I want to start with the 2-1 seeds. We now know that the Ravens will be the number 1 seed in the AFC and the 49ers will be the number 1 seed in the NFC. They really have a question that they need to resolve, an important one. Whether and to what extent you're going to rest your starters in the final week of the season. If you treat week 18 like an extra bye, you got 3 weeks between games. And look what happened to the Ravens 4 years ago. Remember when they clinched week 16, it would have been at the time because there were only 16 games. So there was 1 week left, week 17. Mark Ingram, running back at the time, suffered a calf strain, and I think that freaked him out a little bit. So John Harbaugh initially said he was going to leave it up to the players or something like that, and maybe he did, but at the end of the day, they decided to rest. So they rested, final week of the season. They rested, obviously, bye week. Then comes the divisional round, and what happens in the divisional round, you're going to have a team that most likely had to play hard all the way through till the end of the regular season, and that won a game in the wild card round. Had to play for its life. Single elimination. Win or go home. They win. While you were off, they were playing a game and they were winning. They were building confidence. Now they bring that in. And you've got everything riding on the potential outcome of the game. Your whole season, your special season, the season that resulted in you being the number 1 seed. It's all coming down to this. We've seen it before. I think that's one of the reasons psychologically why the 1 seed struggles sometimes. You've got that season that you piece together 1 week at a time, and it all can go in 3 hours on a Saturday or a Sunday. Just like that. Everything you did, everything you put into it, everything you worked for. Remember the old Bill Parcells? This is why you lift all them weights. You get 1 bad afternoon, 1 bad evening, any given Sunday, any given Saturday, any given Monday, any given whatever, and it's over. Although divisional round games aren't on Monday yet. I'm surprised they haven't moved one of the divisional round games to standalone spot on Monday night. That's a different issue altogether. But both the 49ers and the Ravens, they've got that issue. Now, the good news for the 49ers, to the extent they're thinking about resting, although I'm not sure that the team should, it's very easy to say, I told you so. And you look at what happened to Bradley Chubb yesterday in garbage time of the Baltimore blowout of the Dolphins, 30-point deficit. Chubb still out there, tears his ACL. I told you so. Oh, it shouldn't have done that. That becomes the thing everybody will point to if a key player from the Ravens or the 49ers would get injured. But from the Ravens' perspective, they don't have an opportunity to knock the Rams out of the playoffs. They're in. If they'd had a chance to keep the Rams out, I think the 49ers should have considered doing that. Just like the Ravens have that opportunity coming up on Saturday with the Steelers coming to town. Steelers trying to get in. And the Steelers, because they play Saturday, all they know is go win. Everything else will take care of itself the next day. Go win the game. Ravens, beat them, they're done. They're gone. Bye-bye. Don't have to worry about them showing up at any point in the postseason. So there's a balance there. What do? Do you say, we're going to put our guys in bubble wrap? We're going to treat it as a preseason game. We're not going to let our guys out there at all. If they do, it's going to be just a cameo appearance. Or do we say, we're playing to win. We're going to stay sharp. We're going to stay motivated. We're going to stay hungry. We want that 1 more win. We want to knock out the Steelers if we can. 49ers, again, what do they have? Nothing. But they have that urgency to be ready when the divisional round comes, because if you don't, 3 weeks between games that count. Now, if either team loses in the divisional round and they don't play their starters week 18, will they be second-guessed? Maybe. You're more likely to be second-guessed if you get a starter injured in week 18. That's why I think this safer course for the coach is protect my guys. There'll be plenty of factors that will contribute to a loss in the divisional round, and very few will say, aha, if you would have played your starters in week 18, you would have won. Very few will say that. But we saw it 4 years ago. And I think there is a very real psychological dynamic to shutting down for 3 weeks while the team that you are going to play in the divisional round, whoever it may be, plays and wins, and quite possibly has to play to win week 18 to even get in the first place.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.